just another quick midnight magic trick and a reveal, but I think the best magic that I've ever seen is probably something that happens in someone's hands. The second best magic that I've ever seen is when something happens and there's nothing that could have possibly caused it. I don't like when somebody goes into a box and something's closed up and a curtain pulls in front of them. The coolest magic, I think, is when you're staring right at it, and it still happens with no cover. So this was an idea I had for that. I wanted to use something very typical, so I have a penny here. I'm going to just set the penny in the middle of the table, and you have to watch this very, very closely. It happens really fast. But with a quick wave, I'm just going to wave over that penny. Did you see it happen? It's already gone. You probably want a closer look at that, so I'll tell you what, let's just rub that spot. The penny comes back. It's a real slick, super fast little trick, and I'm going to teach you how to do it in just a couple of moments. Alright, so there's our penny. I'm going to set it down for the super close-up. I won't get anywhere near it. See it go? It goes really fast, doesn't it? Okay, you can get it back in just a moment. Well, I love this effect because it has a huge punch. It's super fast, something's right in front of your audience, and in a flash, it's just vanished. There's no cover, there's no curtain, there's no silk, it's just there and then it's gone. And the secret is 1943, or a 1943 penny to be specific. In 1943, pennies were actually made out of steel with a zinc coating, so they actually had a silvery appearance rather than copper, because at that time the United States was entering war and we needed the copper for strategic purposes. So those pennies that are steel are naturally magnetic. And on my sleeve, I'm wearing a very powerful magician's magnet called a PK magnet. So with that magnet on my sleeve and our 1943 penny, I realized I could do a super fast flash vanish. You would set the penny down, and then with a quick wave of your hand, it's gone in an instant. Now if you position the magnet just right, the penny will actually jump up your sleeve, just like it did here. So you can actually show your hands clean after the penny has vanished, which I also love. So that penny's still here, but how do we make the penny return? Well, of course, with a wave of my hand, I had a second penny in my right sleeve. Super easy, you just leave it sitting there, and with that motion, you bring it back in an instant. So it's a vanish and it's a reappear. You need a regular penny. You've got to wear a coat with sleeves if you're doing it by this method. There are definitely methods where you can do it with your sleeves rolled up as well, just depending on where you want to position the magnet and how close you want to get to the table. And then you need a 1943 penny, but the penny has to be specially treated. Since they're silvered, I used an electrolysis method to electroplate copper onto the penny. And I'm going to go into exactly how you can do the science yourself, or if you prefer, I'm going to go ahead and make a batch of these and I'll make them available to you at the end of the video. So have fun with that effect. I think it's one of the strongest midnight little effects I came up with, and I'm definitely getting a kick out of doing these effects with you. Finally comes out. Look at that, a perfect copper looking penny, but with one small difference. This one is magnetic. There's one other effect that I thought of with a 1943 coin. It's the only trick I know where at the end your coin can stand up and take its own bow.